Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Cosmos. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, my friends, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips for Overwatch Competitive Season 3. So if you guys do not know, Overwatch Competitive Season 2 has completed and it has come to a close. But in another 4 days of the time of me making this video, Overwatch Season 3 is going to begin. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to actually improve and get up in the ranks in Overwatch Season 3. Let's go. Alright, so my first tip is to group up with other players, whether you have some friends that play Overwatch, or even if you don't, maybe if you play against a good team in solo queue, maybe ask them at the end of the game to try and queue up with you, and then you guys can be in like a triple team, even a quadruple team, even a duo. It doesn't really matter, but I usually play in a duo or in solo queue because I don't got no friends. So if you don't have any friends like me, or even if you have that one friend, because I play on PC and all my friends play on PS4, so it's kind of really a bad thing for me. So I only really have one friend that plays PC with me. So anyway, I usually duo queue, but that's what you want to be grouping up with, because the more people you group up, the better communications you have, because communications are key, guys. If you just gotta have good communications to go good in games, in my opinion. I think that's the biggest thing. You need to be calling out players, and you really don't want to be in solo queue, but if you really have to and you just can't find anyone else to play with, then you need to be using your microphone. I'm gonna say you can't really type in the chat because it is pretty hard, and if you're on PS4 or something, it is pretty hard to be typing in the chat. So you really want a microphone, and even if no one else is talking to you, they most likely can hear you. So just call out people like Reaper behind, or Tracer behind, or something like that, or push up now, or just tell people when your ultimates are ready. Communication is key. If you have good communication, you are going to be more likely to win in solo queue, and even if you are in with like a duo queue, you still need to have good communication with the rest of the team, and that will be a key aspect to winning games. So another thing I have here, my second tip, is have a good team comp. This is another really big thing. If you don't have a support, go support. Don't be selfish. If you're the Genji on the team and you already have 3 DPS, and just don't be selfish and just pull up your pants and go healer. It's not, I don't get why people hate healer dudes. Like, some people just don't want to go healer no matter what. They just think, oh, I don't get enough kills. Overwatch is not about kills, and if you think it is, then go on and play quick play in Overwatch. But even in quick play, you should still not be just going for kills. But that is just, you need to have a good team comp. You need to have, my favorite team comp is the 2-2-2, 2 DPS, 2 tank, and 2 healers. If you have that, that usually works really well. That's really good team comp. But you just want to make sure that you have an even spread of people in your team. But that is my second tip. You make sure you want to do that. Don't be selfish. And if you have like someone that's going like Genji or like Torbjorn on attack, just chill, and just let them do what they want to do. Try and ask them politely to change. But if they don't, just chill, and you have to change yourself. I'm sorry. But the next tip here is don't be toxic. Kind of going along with what I said at the end of my last tip. Don't be toxic. If your teammate is again like Torb on attack, just ask him politely to swap, and if he doesn't swap, deal with it, and then you'll most likely have to swap yourself. If you need another healer, and in case you're a healer, just go Lucio, because Lucio is probably the best you can get. Probably Lucio or Mercy, but seeing as though Lucio is like a group healer, he'll probably help you out a little bit more. But just don't be toxic. If you be toxic, it's just going to affect the rest of your team, and it's not going to be good. If you be toxic, it's just going to affect your team. Your whole team's going to be down, and if you really have to be toxic, just G up at him at the end of the game. G up at that Torb on attack and just say, dude, you did crap. But another thing with this be toxic is you don't want to be toxic. You want to be asking politely. So in my opinion, the DPS in your competitive side is probably one of the biggest parts. Either your DPS or your tanks. Healers are also a very big part, but the tanks and the DPS do most of the work. Not saying that healers are bad, but they are very, very important. But if you have a bad DPS, no matter how good your heals are, you're not going to win the game. You wanna, if you have just say a bad DPS that's not doing very well, just say you got like a Genji that's just not getting any kills, just politely ask him to swap and just say, bro, do you want to swap to like healer? I'm healer. I'm gonna go DPS, but yeah, you're not doing that good, but you want to swap, bro? I don't know. But if you are that DPS that isn't going good, just say, okay, can someone swap with me? I'm not going very good at DPS, and I don't want to ruin the team. But yeah, you just want to be polite and just make sure you don't G up at anyone. Just chill, okay? You just chill. Alright, so the last tip that I have on my list is to don't hesitate using your ultimate. So, and with this goes, like, you want to bind your ultimate with other players. You don't want to be just going in with, like, a Pharah ult and just using it and just getting killed straight away by a soldier. You want to be binding it with other ults. For example, with the Pharah ult, maybe if you have a Zarya on your team, call up Zarya and say, hey Zarya, yo, what's your ult percentage at? And then just try and work it out and try and use both your ults together, because it's really going to help. You don't want to be going on there with your Zarya, I mean not your Zarya ult, with your Pharah ult and just dying straight away, or even with your Zarya ult, just go in there, just put your Graviton Surge down and no one's there for you. You don't want to be doing that, guys. You want to make sure that you're using it with other players, and even with, like, you want to be tactical with these ultimates as well, such as the Diva ult. Just maybe go in there just to get them off the point. If you're really struggling, you really need to get them off the point for a second, or if you just need to get overtime done, chuck in your Diva ult, and then that'll have to push them off the point. And if they don't get off the point, then they are dead. And even with the Deadeye, that always makes people go out of the point and just get out of the way and try and get behind cover. So they're two really important ones that you can kind of be technical with, but even with other ones, you don't want to be hesitating to use these. So I said before, you want to be binding with other ults, but you don't want to be waiting through the whole game and using your ult at the last second. You want to be advantaging your team as much as you can and getting that ultimate as much as you can. You don't want to be getting it once a game and just using it once at the end of the game. That's really going to disadvantage you, and you really want to be just binding ults with others and also using your ultimate tactically, and don't be hesitating to actually use it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you did go on to enjoy this video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. Anyway, I hope you have a good Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. If you do like these Overwatch videos, leave it a thumbs up again, as I said before. But anyway, peace out, ladies and gentlemen.